Oh, sorry, left that on.
Yeah. My thought is, imagine if I had my Switch stolen and then someone else got a hold of it, and then thought, you know what, I'm gonna go on the eShop and just buy a lot of shit. That would have been like 60, $70 just straight out of my account without my say so.
That is true. That would have been fucking terrible. Like legitimately.
But again, that's the problem with my bank, not with Nintendo.
I would argue it's a problem with both, actually.
No, because Nintendo's not the one. Nintendo's not the one that procs the 3D authentication, and I turned off the use of a password when buying stuff online. So Nintendo has things in place to stop this from happening. It's just that I know only I use my Switch, so I turn off the password requirement.
Ah, okay. Anyways, hi, hello, everyone. It is your Tame authorized hunter for hire, 𝓕𝓻𝓷𝓮'𝓼 coming at you all with today's stream. Sorry, I'm still kind of getting used to this model. My eyes may be a little bit buggy. Don't mind me. Anyways, I'm joined here today, obviously, by Whaleduck and Eiji down here. Say hi, you lovely beans.
Switch.
Don't you squish.
Bean.
Anyways, how was Baldur's Gate, Kyo? Nice to see you all here today. Trust me.
Oh gosh, I need to go check that for discounts as well.
Yes, you do, because I would love to play Baldur's Gate with you.
My comment on that still stands. If you feel like doing it, Baldur's Gate has enough of a good name that I can just sort of pick it up straight.
Yeah, I definitely would. I have so many campaigns that I barely started. I still haven't even finished my main one. I need to get back to that. I'm honestly.
Baldur's Gate's got 20% off.
Sorry, having to adjust my seating.
I'm saving up for a PS5 now because I want to play the Oblivion remastered.
Look, Eiji, look, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I would not go for a PS5 for Oblivion remaster. You wanna know why? Better experience on a PC, to be honest.
The original. I have a different stance. The original is superior.
Yeah, well, I mean,
yes, it is. That's why I want a remastered version.
PC mustard race. Look, and it's mostly because of this. It's mostly because of this as to why I would say go for a PC compared to like PlayStation. And that is because one very important thing. Sony's fucking up on a whole different level, and I really don't like it.
I just want to reiterate, when I say the original is superior, I'm talking about the Oblivion Game of the Year edition, like the old ass version that looks like like clay and mustard.
I was agreeing with you. with you because I have that one.
but I'm just personally saying the fact of Sony themselves are kind of dropping the ball on a lot of things, so I kind of want to stop supporting them on it. Yes, I'm playing Danganronpa on their system, but that's because I have it. But that also means, but I haven't bought a new game for my PlayStation 5 in like...
Insert joke of
months,
the PlayStation 5 doesn't have games.
You say that, but it's true. The only like fucking one game that actually has that's an exclusive is fucking Demon's Souls, and I still haven't even finished the remake on here because I've been waiting for my friend so much. It was fun. You turn people into mulch. Good. I think I've already explored around this place. Let me double check.
I want to say if you've explored anything, you only explored the.
Ow.
I want to say the only thing you explored was the spaceship.
Ah, okay.
Because we kind of wanted to end it a bit earlier last time, but I sort of pushed it to get to this point, just for the sake of the sequence of getting a nice cliffhanger ending.
Ah, fair enough. That went up to school's garbage pit. We never talked about that. Thanks for the head pad. I appreciate it.
That hand is bigger than your head.
Well, of course. I mean, it's the hand of chat. Chat's always a weirdly amalgamous being in order to have a bigger hand than my head.
You know, I'm taking a different message out of that one. Chat has yaoi hands.
Shut the fuck up. I can't believe you would say that. As I push or kick,
I can't believe you would say that, Baka.
I would never say that. That is a you thing, not a me thing.
Well,
You
I'm
get me,
part
right,
of chat, so
Fuck.
I'm part of chat currently, so
You're playing Zinch in a very un-Zinch way by 𝓕𝓻𝓷𝓾 the southern half of the world. What do you mean?
nice. Basically, they're playing a tricky character, but play with corn tactics. That's what it sounds like.
You know what? That would make sense. That makes more sense.
The Alpha 5000. Buy now. He will come straight to your house and work out your abs.
Ow. Eiji, why? What did I do to you?
I wanted to know what that button did.
Obviously, it kicks my ass. What
Try-
else would it do?
You know what? I want to try.
3500 thing. I wanted to use some of it.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. Next, I search for some water.
I want to push the other thing.
What was the other thing?
Head boop. The button.
Oh, you mean that.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every egg.
You're gonna do setup. I'm gonna make sure you don't like overlap on the overlay like you did previously sometimes.
Trust me, I actually took the express amount of time to really fix and not make sure it wasn't gonna be busted like last time. Sure, which looks like a drink, and which ones are all around bad ideas. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's not enough of a reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up.
Because
No
a wonderful
choice.
wizard, a wonderful wizard of Oz.
After making that power declaration, the next thing I decided to do was sit here and rot because I can't do anything. I went to sleep. My sleep was
Ballsy.
deep and uninterrupted. The only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, shut down all garbage masters on the tension level, will you? Yeah, here's how it goes. Well, fell from the sky wasn't sign. Well, not exactly. Crunch.
Thunk.
A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, a pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there?
Yep.
Could have been.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, it's just trash.
Did a giant piece of trash should fall down here? Yes, obviously.
See?
Carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
It is I,
Of course.
Cthulhu.
Of course. I opened a piece of trash. It just happens to be Cthulhu. I should have known. I should have been paying
Kneel
attention to the
before
gangly tentacles. Kneel before
A giant piece of trash.
You will know true wrath when you see it.
Rude.
Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
She
This
got
place smells
noodle
awful.
hat. Kyoko.
My hat
Indeed.
comes in one size only. You look like you're doing better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Cup noodle sprite, my beloved.
The best, beloved.
Yes,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
It is definitely the best one. Sorry, hang on.
Look, I even
God,
found a little
my
fish cake.
eyes.
Naruto.
Hey,
Naruto,
you
my
come with
beloved.
you come with a Naruto. That's the shock, honestly. Hang on a sec. I gotta adjust something real
Now
quick.
here's the strange question: has anyone ever printed a body pillow of ramen hat Kyoko.
You know they probably have. I'm not gonna lie.
This
You got a
cup
bit of
comes in
garbage
one
in your
size
hair.
only.
Fucking stinger. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me
Hey.
again.
She said,
First,
shaking
I
her
have
head like a
something
wet
for you.
dog.
And that first thing is a side glare because you ruined my hat. But go ahead and eat this. We can talk once you're finished. It's just bread and water, okay? Nothing fancy.
Nani?
You're in jail.
You gave me food and water? Ah, I love you.
Makoto, you have been bonked. You are in horny jail. Welcome to
I
horny
snatched
jail.
the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth, making its way towards my stomach. Wow, that really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep and doing nothing.
So you still haven't given up then?
Yes, that's how food works, Makoto. Let me have my little victories, okay? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
I mean, I really can't do anything else. After all,
Well,
I'm the
that's
ultimate
not
average
such a
student.
bad thing to be good at.
But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
So,
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone.
Oh, tone for what?
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I
abandoned you.
Now, don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
Like a little
After
lost
all, dude.
puppy off the road.
After all, how could you abandon me if I still have these wonderful sparkles in my eyes, huh? Huh? Wrong one. Huh?
Oh my lord!
Yeah, wonderful sparkles in my eyes. Don't mind the setup.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life because those sparkles were too much for me, sir.
Don't worry, you'll learn to handle the
Shine.
sparkles next time.
You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but
But
there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost.
oh yeah, you had to try reaction. Why did you have to survive?
From the top
true.
rope!
He's coming from the top rope. Let's go.
I'll tell you.
Makoto with the
I'll tell
smackdown.
you. He's so violent over here. I should blink twice if I need help.
I'm blinking 4 times. Help 2 times.
I'm blinking so fast that my background looks like it's a strobe when I'm looking. The reason I have
Am
to
I doing
survive
this right?
in other words,
is so I can do what I came to this school to do. And I'm glad I read that slowly because that was a tongue twister almost.
I came to
do
school
what
to
I
do what I
need
need
to
to do
do.
at school.
Fuck bitches, get money.
What? Nani?
I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
Reaction. So you have a reason for coming to Hope Speak.
indeed.
That's alright, at least. I did once.
Nani? Once?
I
Do tell.
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
Oh, sorry, I had to pop my neck there. You forgot, but that's...
I'm
Impossible.
pausing for monologuing. I
Oh
had
no, that's totally
idea-
possible.
I had no memory of what my purpose was.
No memory? That's impossible.
Huh?
Amnesia? The Dark Descent? Do you have a lantern with you?
A machine for pigs? Something horrible?
Do you remember Split
Hold
Lip?
it down, eh?
Walkie?
It really is true.
Want to
You
go
lost
for
your
a
memory.
walkie?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school?
Ludenberg, do you understand?
Do you understand
don't.
the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you
No,
remember?
I do not. Why are you here? I thought you burnt to a crisp and then got crushed by a fire truck. Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Do you remember?
I was about to make this same joke, but I was too twisted trying to figure out is it 21st or 22nd?
Well, we definitely all had one mind thinking alike because I was about to do the same thing as well.
Yeah. We all shared the single brain cell.
Hi.
Talk about when we fainted,
You said
right?
you said we all shared it, but I'm the ginger haired one, and I didn't have the collective brain cell this time.
Okay.
Anyway,
I fainted when I woke up.
goof,
I was
goof,
trapped
goof.
here.
That's
Goof,
right.
goof, 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 goof.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem.
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten.
How could you forget? I can't believe you.
It's
You would
easy.
forget something so easily.
I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
It's an ability? Well, what could make you forget all that power?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you lost your memory because...
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
Ah, of course you don't think. You're just reading the script at this point. You don't think. Your head's just empty. You don't even have a brain cell to work with. No wonder why you have to rely on me, Kyoko. That's such an asshole
But I'm
thing
doing
I
all
could
the
have
work.
said. You've only done like the hard work. You touched the bodies. I looked at the bodies. Do you not see my little peepers? They peep the horrors. Peep the horrors, chat.
There were times you only figured out the answers because I was there to say something, or not say something that you figured out on your own.
Oh shit! My phone's trying to die on me.
Behold the power of the voyeur.
Well, I mean, the moment the camera dies, the model dies too.
Well,
So
the camera
it is
never
my
dies.
life. Yeah. So long as I have it plugged in, yeah, it never dies. But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just
However-
stole them from you. Wait, did I hit auto?
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind,
Ooh.
which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed straight away. Plus,
Oh, sorry.
there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
Nani?
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But
The
since it
mastermind.
is
No,
a
don't start with
possibility,
the Emokus.
we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Shark bait.
If sh-
Ooh ha ha.
Short wait. Ooh, ha, ha.
Wada.
If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. Okay, so it makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me? Sorry. This music's kind of a bop. Not gonna lie.
Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition. But
You're incompetent.
Yeah, I figure. I am a
you're not
human
smart enough
after
to
all.
lead us all to death.
You are not smart enough either. Remember, you admit it to yourself. You don't think.
I think all the time.
No, you don't. You have intuition. Intuition's not thinking. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here, it's to stay here.
Ah, my pain! It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
My beef! My beans! Actually, I need to go check to see if dinner's ready. Peep the horrors and make sure you keep them entertained, guys. I'll be right back.
So,
Well, then,
A, E,
eh.
E. So I just want to bring attention to something that that happens in the credit sequence of episode 23 of Lucky Star, and that is a katana laser sword fight.
Oh god, one of my favorite ending ones they definitely had was when they had the Japanese
song
fellow
roulette?
doing the live action dancing just after the huh, huh, huh. He's just on the seaside on the rocks doing the lucky star dance.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, like I was about to say, like I very much adore the first half of the ending sequences when they go to like a karaoke bar. But there's something very charming about the I'm assuming the production crew and like the people just doing the live action at the half end of it. I'm guessing because it's more inexpensive than doing an animated sequence and getting voice actors in. And they get creative with it as well. Like a lot of them is the song sequences, yeah, but like one of the last ones that I saw was they had like the 7 songs they have had him sing. And then they have just the 2 girls standing there with whistles and just sort of
We're
blowing
singing
it once
songs
in a
now?
while, and he goes off. Oh, I was just talking about the ending sequences of Lucky Star and how they are
Ah.
absolutely amazing.
Fair enough, fair enough. I got food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's nothing.
Yay.
It is nothing, right? No, the food is not nothing, Makoto. Don't hype yourself that low.
hey,
One thing though, I'm gonna post something in the Yoda Video Lounge. I'm gonna post a clip that I just extracted from what I was just talking about. Keep in mind that it's a minute long, but it's very well explained as Katana Sword Star Wars parody.
Katana Sword Star Wars parody.
If you click play on it and just sort of look for a few seconds, I should explain it.
Ah,
Even
I
now,
already see
still
what-
trust you, you know
I
it.
see the last video you showed me. You were trying to show me Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about on Monday. Oh, that reminds me, I probably should. probably should turn on the Japanese on this. I don't have the audio on.
To be fair, I don't really have the audio on either, at least not loud enough to be listening to that. But that's pretty funny. Anyways, Eiji.
Even now, I still trust you, you know. I'm just not used to relying on others.
Correct.
You just are such a dumb, stupid, lovable bean.
Oh, you're the dumb one first.
I know. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. And now we talk to her again. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how did that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
Oh, I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
Reaction! You mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
Shocker! Oh my god. The ultimate detective, who could have guessed?
Wow, way to downplay my role, man. And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy. There was someone I had to find here in this school.
Reaction! You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well... It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Nani, the headmaster? Why did you want to find the head?
It's my father.
Kappa. Fuck it. I got some flautas. I'm eating them. Nani, da, legas. Exactly. Wait, what? Wait, what's that too, Rose? The fact that she's got a father that's a headmaster of the murder school, or is the fact that I got flautas? Okay, it's the actual thing to be properly shocked at, not the flautas. Okay.
I will say, I do very much adore the personality of Kyoko's father. I will say that he is a gem in this.
He is. I was separated from him as a child, as it turns out, as he became the headmaster at Hope's Peak. Yeah, in the maze, he was pretty good. He was a good character.
Consider the fact that the first death we saw, wouldn't that have been the headmaster? Now I think about
it. No, the first death in the intro, that's the one of the space pod.
Okay, well, I had to make sure. Kyoko's papa is Hope Peak's headmaster? Oh my god! Then that explains what Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
And Kyoko? What's going on here? Sorry. Mouthful of donut. Hi, Brave. Glad to see you here. Finish the story!
The memories had to come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange.
Hey, Dane, Halo voice.
It makes perfect sense now.
Sir, what are you doing?
Since my whole...
Sir, having a flauta.
Finishing this game.
Sir, finishing this meal. Why?
Habonka.
Dane is in 3D? No, it's live 2D. I'm not. I'm more animated, I guess. I'm more anime now, actually. And I got sparkly eyes.
Yeah.
I'm also tired of getting bonked. It's only happened twice, but I'm tired of it. Oh, now I see it. Yeah. That makes
However,
no sense.
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding.
Sorry, I couldn't make myself clear enough. Instead, I went the opposite of clear. I just went complete darkness. How about that? Dane isn't. I am not hecking cute. Do I look hecking cute?
It said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect them.
Sorry. I got a little shits over here trying to call me cute. Do I look cute to you? Do you not realize how tired of them of being called cute? I am a hunter, and you will respect that. 10 out of 10 will give. Shut the fuck up.
But oh well.
What's up?
Nothing wrong with being a cute hunter, in my opinion. But oh well.
I'm not a cute hunter. Trust me.
You're not the one looking eyes upon you.
I have eyes upon myself. Do you not realize how often I have to look at my own goddamn red hair and realize, damn, I get to die today several times over. Do you not realize I look in the mirror and the first thing I see is, wow, how am I going to get my head ripped off next time by Rose? It's going to be, wow, with her claws. It's painful. Drop dead hands. Shut the fuck up, Whaleduck. I didn't die yet. Hey, I'm not talking about you, Rose. There's another Rose. You keep forgetting that there's another Rose.
Enough ganging up. Let's continue.
Yeah,
There's
let's
more
continue.
chance we might be able to finish tonight, but I've the most time constraint. We'll see.
Oh wait,
only
is this
said
literally
what
the
I
last
felt.
chapter?
We're nearing the end. We might.
Oh,
I want to say
okay.
either this or next week is going to be the end one.
I mean, to be fair, Kyo, I did have that with my character. I did have that with my D&D character. Would you fuck me? I fuck me. I fuck me hard. Anyways, go ahead, Eiji. I keep interrupting your lines during the fucking end.
You're
set.
good. You're good. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I'd snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what'd you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion that someone who didn't know where anything had been was in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion,
I called. Confirm your suspicion. We offer you a turtle.
I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
Turtle.
Did you find a turtle? Aw.
Turtle, turtle, turtle.
Thank you for the head pet called. But why there?
Because I had also found this in the headmaster's room.
There's some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key.
Oh my word.
The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room here. Yeah, I assumed that if it was true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Man, this game's having a lot of reading for Eiji.
Correct.
Yeah. And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
Your wife loves Danganronpa? Oh, that's sweet. I know Danganronpa happens to be a lot of people's favorite things. I know it was Eiji's favorite thing, and when I offered to do this with
Oh,
her,
it still is.
we actually tried to do this a while ago, but some things changed, and unfortunately, we had to. We didn't restart, but we had to wait a whole while before we got back to it. But I'm glad that we finally get back to this, and I still get to have Eiji with me. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there. No, go ahead, Eiji.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I was gonna say what she was just had there. I'm like, I think I already read that.
You did.
I had a brain fart. Yeah.
Don't worry. It's so long as it's a brain fart and not a brain shart, you'll be fine. The last thing we need is you shitting out brain cells. We only have so many as it is. We only got like 15. Stuff happens, life is good. Yeah, it really is life. Let's be honest here.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
The second floor? For the doors reaction! Sorry, I got distracted. Nom, 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 nom. Food's good. Food's very good. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
I
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Because, apparently horrific is a word now.
Horrific. Oh god, spooky. Oh god, why did I get raped by Spooky? Hi, Spooky.
Yeah.
Oh god, so many double Dane. Shut the fuck up, called. And SO to the Spookert. Welcome, Raiders. Hi, it's I'm your tame authorized hunter for hire. And yes, this is a Spooky. This is a Spookert.
Dance.
Is that the... Oh my god, it's the type of dance I love. I fucking love that dance. Yo, thanks for the 2-1 sub. So glad to have you here, Spooky. It's very nice. Also, imagine another timeline which the wording is instead of horrific, heroic. That would be so confusing for a murder game.
Horrific.
Heroic. It's the Spooky.
Horrific.
That's Spookums.
It's just horrific, yeah.
It's the perfect dance for you, Spooky. It's a heroic dance. Wait, it's heroic, Spooky. Oh god, I got my words mixed up. God, this food's good. Let me get another piece. I'm just eating potatoes, but they're so good. Hi, Aaron. I'm eating like little yellow potatoes. They're so good.
Potato.
What do you mean? Potato.
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
I go enjoy your game. You have a great day, okay, Spooky? Make sure to take care of yourself. Oof. Definitely make sure to take care of your back, especially with all the responsibility of your art talent you have to carry with you. Can we get an 07s in chat for Spooky?
07.
7.
Yeah, that's the one way to do it. I was trying to say do it in chat.
Oh, there's
Currently,
no point saying it.
You know, you can say it. That's fair.
That I'm a bit away from the keyboard at the moment.
Thank you, called. That's fine. Well, like you had a good excuse.
I didn't. I really didn't. It was honestly just laziness and not wanting to lean forwards.
The ultimate power of procrastination strikes again.
Honestly, it's a
Really
good policy, I have to say.
It is.
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors, as we discussed, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
Ho, ho, ho. Behold the power of reaction. That's
Oh my,
with
Johnny
𝓮𝓼
Bravo.
𝓂𝓵. Man, I'm pretty.
Hoo-ha, hoo-ha. My glasses! I can't be seen without my glasses!
My glasses. I can't be
Makoto, you
seen
think with
without my
how many
glasses.
times you think with how many times I whispered this woman's name in your ear, you would know how to say it by now?
Yeah, 𝓮𝓼 𝓂𝓵. Oh god, I'm hiccuping.
However,
No, not the
Kusaba.
The
hiccups.
16 students!
Just yes, the 16th student Mukuro Ikusaba, as we've seen like 7 flashbacks of her saying this.
15 actually.
Oh
No,
my.
16.
I was trying to get benefit here.
It was 90 actually.
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And now I know it wasn't you either.
Yeah.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
Eee.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th
Ah.
student.
Oh god, that was a terrible part. That was a terrible part of the dish I just had. Ah. Ah.
I was gonna say I didn't think my voice was that bad, man.
No, it wasn't you. I didn't realize I took a big bite into like a fucking lemon ring.
Wow.
was that-
He's
that was
eating
that-
Kawada rings over there. What a
I'm
man.
not. It's not Kawada ring. What the fuck? I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
All I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
indeed.
Huh?
Indeed. I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
And that was the point of the class trial.
I wouldn't have guessed.
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations,
That's
right?
right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Speak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
Weak.
I know, right? Talk about a skill issue.
A villain being true to their word? My gosh.
Man, just imagine being a villain that owns up to your own word. Makes it sound like the restaurant themselves is somehow bound by school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro 𝓂𝓐𝓲. What's that?
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
Me? React? React? I could have been a victim?
indeed.
Mwah.
Moi? Moi?
You know what I'm talking
Me?
about,
Mwah.
right?
No. What do you mean? Ichiban Kusa, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. During the night?
I
Ichiban Kisagi, the 17th student, having a nap somewhere underneath the staircase.
I can hear them, you know.
The voices.
The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this,
anyway.
which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down into the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow crossing the corridor.
Ah.
It was a really big shadow. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Ayo, shadows? Ah. Okay, I have learned I cannot enjoy potatoes and lemons at the same time. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Correct.
You're not even good enough to be my fake.
You
I
can't
ran
beat
into
me,
your room and I
faker.
saw what was happening. I saw everything. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And the murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
That really is true. I forgot to react to that. Yeah, just put my finger. Hang on a sec, Yoko. We have more to talk. Reactionary content? Mine. So I mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind,
Indeed.
right?
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
What if it was certain there the
Well, that's
killer
really bad
of
if
the
true.
16th student?
It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want, whenever they feel like it. Boy, doesn't that create another contraction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction.
What'd I say? Oh, I said contraction.
And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
You almost said contraction too.
Yeah,
That's all
I
me.
stopped myself.
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
I mean, he could be at this point. He did fall a pretty high height. The other ultimate despair.
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking
That's
about
right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yes, I remember now. The download 5 content. Whoever was
Oh,
responsible
gosh.
for it. I had to bring it back
Phoenix.
somehow. It was the 5th one. They couldn't handle the 6th. They're the
It
ultimate
would
despair.
seem
Oh, the despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Using smaller yellow things, just sow discord wherever.
They're using despair, but what about that pair over there?
indeed.
There, make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that forced us to go through this.
My God.
That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
The end.
Oh wait,
Still 6.
isn't there like I forget. Isn't there a kinda hefty investigation chunk coming up?
Probably. We're not sure.
Hmm.
I mean, we're about to find out. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful people group of ever. That's his mastermind's true identity. The enemy has finally been revealed. Ooh. Right now.
Anyway,
Eiji.
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
You're right. We now have a way to open the door, or do we?
It's a little bit roundabout, but yeah.
Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? 𝓲𝓾𝓲 secret tool you got from the headmaster's room.
indeed.
Of course I do. It is an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
And it can open any door in school, right?
That's right.
We should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Well, I mean, that's one way to respond. It's true. Ah, how dumb.
Let's find out.
Kyoko took out the key with the 𝓲𝓾𝓲 designer and slid it into the keyhole. Then, a lick. It opened.
Kyoko.
Indeed.
Kyoko! Gotta finish this last bit of my food. Give me a second.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Yeah, sounds good, boss. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit as I continued to eat this lovely bread. Finally.
Makoto,
We
don't
were
eat that,
finally
it's
free.
trash. Oh gosh. Okay, bad joke incoming.
Go for it, because there isn't a time to take a breath of relief.
Makoto, if you like eating trash so much, why did you eat me? You did call me one after all. Danganronpa!
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa!
There's not even a single. There's not even a single fucking daily life, it's now immediately deadly life. Good to know.
Yeah. Because
So
I mean, to be fair, this talk a little bit ahead. This is technically the same. This is going to be the same trial as last time when you get the trial,
Makes sense.
which is why it's still deadly life.
Fair. Need you to hide that window, please. Thank you. After leaving the garbage chute, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended, but thank God that she didn't go up first, otherwise I'd be getting kicked every 5 steps going up. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me, which is weird because that means that I couldn't see 5 feet in front of me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Slow me down.
Eiji.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful. We totally could, you know. You're the ultimate detective. Right. The ultimate detective. Oh my God, I work with the ultimate detective, guys. And she said that she can't catch me? That means we must be really out of our depth.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm kind of nervous.
I just noticed something that's going to be difficult to unsee.
What?
When you turn your head left and right, you look very much like a certain chef from the Ace Attorney games.
Ooh. I already know who you're talking about. hey, if you really want to see it, there.
Sassy.
You're damn right, I'm sassy. All right. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? Shut the fuck up. I will never say that.
How long?
So,
That's what she said.
Ever since I
yeah.
can remember.
Oh, you know, about at least 17 inches. Yeah, that's how long.
That was very Michael Scott of me.
yes, it was.
I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered my secret duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Kyoko, you sound like you're getting tired of my shit. Am I that annoying to you?
No.
You don't have to lie to me.
Mostly.
I'm just glad I got a face bubble where...
Yeah, you know, that's fair.
I'm just glad there's a face bubble covering.
Behold the power of face bubble. And is your family famous? Jingle, 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 jingle.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just needed to
Quite
get
the
my
opposite,
thumb drive.
actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
How come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
right.
Because we take pride in it.
Pride?
Indeed.
Pride? In Pride Month? Wow. How progressive of him. I hope you guys are ready. Pride Month is next month, I think. Is it June or is it July?
Detective is neither light nor shadow.
Pride for the Pride Month, skulls for the Skull Throne, corn for the cornfields! Well, it corrupted me into that. Trust me. Anyways, Kyoko.
We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth.
Milk for
We
the
stand neutral
cornflakes.
in all things, and to do that, we have to
Oh, we
stand neutral from the rest of society.
Stand neutral instead of stand separate. We also lost the Whaleduck.
Exactly.
He has to reboot his PC. Well, I mean, still, it's just you and me, so we can continue this story.
Which is why we made a contract. That's why we made a conscience, not contract, conscious effort to conceal our existence.
No, you definitely made a contract to conceal your existence. The devil's power?
It's
You
true.
got them to cover for you?
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to make a deal with the devil.
But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains so little. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose, to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
Just gave up some, you know. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it, knowing it was nothing a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, you usually go that far to enter Hope's Peak. It was because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? Well, I mean, there's no shame in it.
what?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk
Wrong.
about.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
That is something I want. There is something I want to say to him, though.
She is entering the power of the mysterious darkness. What was that?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
𝓕𝓻𝓷𝓵 𝓵𝓊 Welcome back, Whaleduck. What
I
is it?
completely forgot that I forgot my USB-C port is absolutely fucked, and when I plug my thumb drive into it, it just short-circuited the entire USB system of my PC.
Ooh, I'm so sorry.
It's a known problem.
Ever.
I didn't think it.
Oh wait. Oh god. Hey, I think I might have skipped it.
It's okay.
We're still in the upskirt scene, I see. Okay.
Yes, we are.
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever?
Severus?
The last time I saw him,
Snape. Severus Snape.
I was still very
Snape.
young.
Severus Snape.
It's a pipe bomb!
So I don't remember myself. But apparently he was extremely intelligent. When he was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family, he was talented and he had a promising future.
however,
However, he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure he had a reason for it. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him.
Damn.
Thank him for leaving me.
Stone cold.
Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do.
How utterly Japanese of you, Kyoko.
I know, right?
I
It's all
take
about
pride in my
pride.
family name.
No,
Oh.
it's not even Japanese. She's a fucking, she's a damn Saiyan. She's Vegeta. The pride.
No.
Because I'm
Anyway, go
all
on.
about that pride. About that pride. I'll work.
All about that pride.
So every
What a
last
pride.
part of me
no
is happy.
leaving.
It's
Yeah.
all about the pride.
He
all
didn't
about
take
the pride.
me with him.
All about the pride. The pride. No work off.
He didn't
No
take
weekend.
the Krispy Kreme. I shall kill him for this transgression.
So every last part of if I'd gone with him, I never would have had a chance to become a detective.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
you
I
read that
knew it.
shit.
So every last part of me. Dang,
Every. Ah!
he did it
Goddamn.
again. It's okay. It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
no, no, you
So every
read it.
last part
Read
of
it.
me's happy he didn't
Read
take
it.
me with him. He didn't take me with him. I didn't have to run behind him like he was going to a Party City bus.
I was with Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell how she looked when she said that. What she might have been
I'm
feeling.
sniffling up the ladder. Do not look at me.
All I could tell that was compared to her usual self. She was more talkative and more emotional. She was very chatty.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But then there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
so
The way
Death
everyone
upon his
else looked
family.
at me.
Oh, Eiji.
I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it.
What an asshole.
Jeez. What an
I need him
asshole.
out of my
Jeez,
life.
what an asshole.
I need to step out of his shadow. I need to take that shadow and cast some flashlights on it so
Correct.
it disappears.
Hey, we
That's
don't
why
shit
I
talk
have
the
to find
shadows, you
him.
know?
Tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, just to cut him out like that?
wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more.
Preach.
Yeah, no, definitely a fucking preach.
As we are connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
I mean, blood family, yes, but real family, nah. Only connected by blood, but not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing in complete silence, ignored her the entire time. Finally reached the top.
How dare you?
What else do you want me to do? You're trauma dumping against me. Well, I mean, not trauma dumping. You
Indeed.
told me your life story. I did ask.
On the other side of the store, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
Oh, I skipped my part. Looks like this is it. We're
that's
back.
right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand and pushed against the hatch. Damn it, Kyoko, you failed to unlock it. It opened with ease, and so...
And we are locked forever.
Looks like we're back.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
Bitch, all the thanks necessary. I would have died down there.
And you would have missed the opportunity to see me in my noodle cup hat.
Yeah, I would have missed that. So, now what do we do? Glad I didn't die, of course, but the mastermind finds out. I'm worried about you too. You helped me so much, so they might...
You're worried?
Yes. Of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Ah. By those feelings? Get them away from
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away.
me. As she said, she pointed the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared. Huh? Huh?
Here's a question, Dane.
What's up?
Speaking of like them like thinking, well, if we just hide, nothing will ever happen. Although they'll find us eventually. Do you know what happens if you do end up like killing Kyoko in the previous class trial?
I want to say you get the bad end.
Do you know what the bad end game state is?
No.
I feel now is as good a time as any to say it. So basically, it's just like it's a standard like visual novel like picture game end scene, and more or less what happens is that Toko. There's a picture where Toko is dead, and Aoi has 3 kids. The only keep in mind the surviving members at the end with Kyoko gone would have been Aoi, Byakuya, Hiro, Makoto,
And Toko.
and Toko. But the picture has Toko dead and Aoi holding 3 babies, each of them resembling the other 3 guys.
That's messed up. No wonder that's a bad ending.
Yeah, I would keep in mind, like that basically has been the ultimatum of the Mastermind since the beginning. Either kill each other or give up on that and just live a peaceful life in isolation.
Yeah.
And
You said something
after
like that.
Kyoko's
What does that
death,
mean?
so
yeah.
Yeah. After Kyoko's death, there's already no point for the headmaster. It's bad because Byakuya reproduces exactly.
Well, his child is the firstborn, which implicates some very interesting things. That they were
The
competing like
mastermind
animals.
stood exposed. Yeah, pretty much. They got the woman fever going.
They did.
Poor Aoi.
Yeah, she won't be a swimmer no more with that.
Yeah, she'd be more of a
The
swimmer.
mastermind stood exposed. Oh yeah, she'd be the betrayal. I'm kidding. Anyway, the mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little... No, I'm super uneasy about this. We don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
She says. There's the circle button.
I don't know why, but I suddenly started thinking of what if 𝓕𝓻𝓷𝓵 had a heavy Texan accent. Do you understand?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth and heading smacking you upside your face? Hang up. Oh wait, that's the exit.
I kind of wish Celeste could have had one, because honestly, I wouldn't mind even trying to talk like this for a little bit. It would have been pretty fun.
I mean, it is insinuated that like if it was proper America, like she's pretending to be like in like a high society woman, but in reality she's a country girl. Yeah.
Oh, she couldn't be a
how many
Southern
does it take
belle.
for one without a repeat? It takes 80 for a non-repeating item. Okay.
Yep. I mean, I want to say at this point, the only thing you're going to get out of this is getting items for the New Game Plus, which is more or less just school life.
Fair. But I prefer that.
Throw on my face to increase my affinity. Don't know why
Damn.
that just popped into my head.
Oh wait, no, that was new. Nice. That's not new. One for a chance. Damn. Fuck it, toss them all in.
Also, I just completely overlooked this message that happened when I was gone. 𝓕𝓻𝓷𝓵 𝓙𝓬𝓚
Yeah. Into the gym we go.
I need to make onigiri again soon.
What do they have onigiri?
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Hey, 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 hey!
Hey, 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 hey!
No, I don't mind so much.
I don't
I'm supposed to be
believe
dead.
it.
What's he doing here?
I am a necromancer.
That's exactly how I
I
thought
have
he'd react.
summoned him.
Are we really gonna be okay?
Boom, boom.
I performed the ritual
were
and didn't even have to sacrifice my left arm.
You were supposed to be punished. You killed a help people.
Alchemy is for bitches.
Exactly. So what if I did? Oh, what will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So I'm going to punish you
Making
again.
me
And this time I
angry.
won't leave anything to chance.
Right.
You know,
Yoko.
according to some systems of punishment, if you survive your death trial, you're technically innocent because you served it.
You know, you're right.
Do
Wow.
That's why
whatever you feel you have to. But before
That's why I
you
started
do,
with
I
hang
know
by
I
the neck
got it,
until
dude.
dead.
Oh, cool, cool.
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
Now, if
Hakuna Matata. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
Huh? I lose?
Hey!
Hey, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to the unexpected development of him doing hoes before bros,
Indeed.
The most sacrilegious action.
It is me,
he
your main
reacted by
bitch,
proclaiming
Kyoko.
Makoto. The head bitch, the only bitch, and the side bitches don't exist.
Exactly.
You reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Plot twist.
However,
Refuse to be meme-related was just too thick to realize.
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
Alter ego. Oh,
Love
that was
me.
you.
Yeah.
I got so used to talking this whole time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the longest Kyoko scene, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. I object.
Objection.
Makoto
Overruled.
didn't kill Mukuro.
Hold it.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much.
You OCD
If the blackened is
bitch.
exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Step up.
And that means I lose. You
means you're a
take a
hypocrite.
big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto.
Well,
You can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
But he
Don't
can.
just say it like that. Come on. It's a comedy routine to make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only one absolute truth.
pung, pung.
You're trying to talk to me like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared for another execution. He would have tried to run and hide, and play hide and seek. Say, come get me, bitch.
The audacity of this fucking bitch right here, I'm not gonna lie.
Now the only question is, where's the rope, the wardrobe and the witch?
Narnia is to the left of Albuquerque.
Yeah,
he would
I
have been
kind
gripped
of
by
got
the
that.
despair he loved to inspire.
Yeah, I kind of got that, Kyoko. It's to the left of Albuquerque. We all know it's always to the left of
However-
Albuquerque.
Exactly. Because you don't take the right, because it takes you to Maine.
No, you never want to go
But
to
here
Maine.
we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts,
What the heck?
and a pocket full of dreams.
And that's supposed to be
And a
enough to
pocket
convince
full
me
of
in
shells.
in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you could say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
I suggest you take my advice.
Fourth wall break. Ellipses. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial all over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Yeah, she fucking talked at that point.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer. The mastermind themselves. No reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge. They probably will just execute without another word.
That's all the
Ellipses.
voice acting we have.
Ellipses. I know, right? Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Well, I was getting bored, so I was deciding to change things up a little. So time for bad jokes. And now what you research might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
if we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to give in to your terms. Will your hope and out, or my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this. But this is the long-awaited climax, right? So the killer is barely a
You
fitting end.
guys!
So for the final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. You can
I
do
can
that.
barely contain myself!
That we have to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Well, okay, well, let's go. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of
You
the school,
guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that,
We all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show? Oh wait, no. Sorry, I was practicing my Makoto voice. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're excited as you, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this has all turned
Hey.
out.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey.
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
Don't be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations, and having a child from 𝓮𝓼 is no exception to that. Huh? First trial is no exception. It's part of the regulations. Which had to mean that whoever killed 𝓮𝓼. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I've told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in host peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Huh?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Ellipses? Ellipses? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm
I'm talking. I got nothing left to say. Get off, will you? Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone.
Of the century.
Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. I just. God damn it. Are you really gonna let me go? I don't care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyways. I'll win. I just need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special pumpkin overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Ah,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Before he blows a extra spring.
okay.
Oh look, the spring broke.
Ah, God. I'm not a big fan of that laugh.
The spring must have broken itself into a gear.
I mean, why would they fucking put it as one whole last line? Just all of that, just H-U, 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 hoo. Aw, thanks for the head pat, Zia. I definitely needed it. Monikuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just that, we're out of the gym.
That seems like a good, laughing practice.
It's annoying laughing practice, that's what you mean. I hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed for a second time. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Oh, once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko.
Yes, you will get down on both your knees and beg for forgiveness and apology.
Never.
And thanks.
Also, it's the spooky dance. Thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
Still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I'm sorry, it's okay, Zia. Life happens. Don't worry. I wasn't upset with you just suddenly ghosting me. Trust me. I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
React content! Ha! So
Oh,
when was it that
gosh.
the mastermind let their guard down? Oh, why the oh gosh?
so
No, they'll see.
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school live to the outside world, right?
There it is. React content, as you said. Dave.
God damn it. Yeah, they definitely did say
Listen.
that.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
Think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
Thank you for the three stream streak, Zaya. I missed you too. Jesus Christ! Why the cats? Why? A reason.
Because
so
cats rule.
Not when they're doing that.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
I mean, that's one way to do it. They want to show the
it would
world.
seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other.
I don't know if that. I wouldn't consider that emote cute. That's not wiggling. Jesus fucking Christ.
And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. I can't tell if that was a rabbit or...
It's a cat. Those are all cats doing the hip shake.
No, that's cats being shaken.
Well, you know what I meant. Yeah, that makes sense. If those two regulations didn't exist, nobody would have
in
killed
other
anybody.
words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
correct.
Because he sucked. To prove a point, most likely.
I mean, it does suck. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
I don't know. I prefer my cats
prefer my cats
loaves
shaken, not
instead.
stirred.
I prefer my cats as loaves instead of shaken. You're talking about Hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent Hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. And that's their goal as the ultimate despair.
Why do they keep calling themselves this pair? It could be easily that pair. What about their pair? You want to prove that their pair is better than Hope? That's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational.
Boo. Boo with the follow-up pun. How dare you? I was going for a James Bond joke because the little hanging fruit. How dare you?
It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet... that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than the unreasonable about their... has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
I understand. I mean, you could always just put me on mute on your phone or some shit like that, and then just listen to our terrible voices as we face these characters, and have our flubs be happening on live television, like we have to do with Kyoko and her live demonstration of how to not speak.
Yeah.
It overheats my
This is
phone
why
to
the
do that.
ellipses are usually there.
Yeah, the ellipses. So
The real truth is why ellipses are there.
At the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching us would have seen it.
and that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason.
No, I understand if it overheats your phone. That trust me, I understand it all too well. I still do it for my phone though because
No matter how much
I have a desk.
they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Damn, look at all that blood.
Like,
Or-
oh
wait,
my
no, excuse
god,
me.
look at all
all
these
that raspberry
ears.
jam.
I really
understand.
took like every hole to the shoulders.
Oh yeah, Junko existed.
Yeah.
Yep, she sure was filled with
Oh.
jam.
So instead, they try to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed.
Probably shouldn't shout them out. Good to know. Good to know.
They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. That made me out to be the killer.
Aw, thanks for the head pat.
Like,
Mm.
I will say though, at the end of Junko, like, oh my god, I'm like so glad I at least popped for like 2 seconds. A little bit
oh my
more would have been
gosh.
great, but
Oh my gosh.
didn't even catch me at my good angle. My good angle was just not there. Ruined. That photo was ruined.
But even
Didn't
that,
even go for a
It's
face
true.
shot. Like, oh my gosh, like the spears are so inaccurate.
Like, even my ribbons were just not there. Thanks to you.
that makes sense.
And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire world, the master had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
And because they cannot handle Makoto, trying to be a 𝓕𝓻𝓾𝓲 2.0 with his own hits,
Shut
one
the
was
fuck
bad
up.
enough. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
Because
Well,
as they all know, we have
Squid Gene is
ESP and the
perfect
script
for
behind
it.
our back.
Yeah. Well, that was a hunch, right? You were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me. Another path opened up.
Still, I can't believe how much of a. I still can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
She let out a quick sigh.
And I didn't
also
even
took a
need
small.
Celeste here to teach me to gamble.
I took it as a small sign of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
Hey, I have a way to show your nervousness. Harumph. Couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Silly baka. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, I you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
Hang on a sec.
I completely underestimated how much the dialogue between those two goes. And I am starting to fear I may not have a single line in this entire section.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
What's a good name for an island? Like, that is like... Actually, you know what? Kronos is a decent idea. There we go. I'm keeping my distractions in check by going through the beginning parts of Fantasy Life. I finished with my snippet capture of Lucky Star, and I've now moved on to playing Fantasy Life, the girl who stole time. And now I have to name the island, and I figured, hey, Kronos Island is a decent name for a time-based game.
Nice. I'm just still playing Skyrim and painting my nails, pulling a Junko over here.
Yeah, I am honestly. I'm
Sorry.
very curious as to what. Oh, go on.
No, sorry,
Time's
just
wasted.
yeah, time's wasted, but don't worry. That was one of my roommates coming over to say hi and whatnot. Well, not really one of my roommates. That was actually my brother. He was visiting.
I'm curious as to where Fantasy Life is going to take this whole story thing, because I recall in the first Fantasy Life in the DLC, you literally could become a god of your profession.
Interesting. I have no idea what Fantasy Life
on
is.
my DS in a long time.
I've never played it at all. But now we know who our real enemy is. Well, so now let's work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Wasn't me this time.
No.
Why? Why?
It wasn't me this time.
Hi, Aldera. Welcome to today's stream. A massage. Yeah, you were massaging all right with your fucking knuckles.
However,
Eiji.
Right there. I'm fixing my screen. Is that really possible? I already read the other one.
Okay, good.
You were gone when I read it.
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go?
We shall. Whaleduck, how's your time frame right now?
I can comfortably do another half hour. Less so 40 minutes.
All right. Hopefully this interaction with them in the dorms won't take too long.
I say go for it. I mean, worst case scenario, we have mid saves.
It's time to start knocking and annoying everyone.
Hey,
Knock knock, I'm not dead.
Knock,
A
knock.
corpse is coming to visit you.
Don't worry, it's all safe here. It's just a dead man walking. Is she inside? Knock, 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 knock.
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on. We need to keep looking. Chop, chop.
Chop chop.
Chop, chop, Cheerio. Do not leave a single stone unturned.
I say, where's... Ah, the soul survivor 𝓕𝓊𝓘 is right here. I'm dead inside. Wait, no being dead inside. Is he inside?
Hey,
Damn. Not there either. There's gonna be one thing. Is he inside?
hey,
God damn it. There's only two other places they could be. To the food
On
place.
top of the kitchen.
Actually, yes, that's exactly where I would go.
That's where the knives live.
Yeah. That's all we were agreed with. You again. Is he? Okay.
whew.
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
Eiji to
You
the
agree
third
with that
power
one?
for some equals syntax 61.
Syntax error, syntax error.
Exactly, syntax. He broke it inside 61.
However,
I wonder what that was all about.
I could not but let out a sigh of relief.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
Yes,
It
we
is!
lived.
There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make
That's
sure,
Byakuya.
but you're not a ghost, right?
It's
Oh, yeah.
96, nope, not the same.
Archangel System ID 𝓕𝓻𝓲𝓵 fan club says, I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harakiri rock. I need scissors. 61.
What?
Huh?
Was that song lyrics? I'm sorry, you
If
actually
I didn't-
confused me there.
If I didn't know any better, that very much sounds like a book reference more so than a song one.
It's when the colonel gets goes ape shit at the end of Metal Gear Solid. Ah, okay.
Oh, right. The end scene when you cartwheeling naked through the hallways of 𝓲𝓲𝓾𝓲.
Everyone was there. All my so-called friends who had struggled together and survived, and Byakuya. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what is that god-awful smell?
What's that smell? It's blood.
That's doo-doo, baby.
What the heck?
Yeah, seriously, man, that stinks.
It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog.
Get away! Shoo! Shoo!
Wow, guys, what a way to help welcome me back. You could just see the joy in my eyes. Like, oh my god.
You are so beloved.
Yeah. Why? Try to fucking play a game.
Makoto, my beloved, just looks at a trash can.
And in a flash, my tears dried up. All the shoulders. That was my chest. The fuck you mean? So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone?
You know, fucking bitches, getting hoes.
Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Where can we go find new clues?
You stay stink. Are you rotten?
I'm
Of all
telling
the
you.
people.
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you could be rotten.
Look, just because I'm
Point
eating a
that
rotten
out,
piece of... I know, right? Look, just because I'm eating a rotten piece of bread doesn't mean that I'm rotten. How dare you?
How dare you?
I was rolling around in garbage for a while, though.
This smell is so smelly.
Necrosis is real. Now help me with these antibiotics.
Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a kink. He seems happy for some reason.
I'm not the
Yo.
stinkiest one here anymore.
Makoto, what is it? Like, what is like? Yeah, what is it like hanging out in this like spirit world? Like, what's that like? You know? Did you find chicken number 5?
No,
Did you find chicken number 5?
No, I found chicken number 3.
Oh damn it! Oh well.
But then again, I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
So, did you get to talk to her? Did you flirt with Death? Or Miss Cleo?
Who's Cleo? No, I didn't talk. I didn't go to the spirit world. Wait, who the heck is Miss Cleo?
I still cannot believe you survived.
Yeah, me either.
Now die. Boom. Do you realize that? Do you realize why it is you escaped execution?
It was alter ego, and this bread I'm eating.
Well, to be fair, Hero is the oldest one of the group. He is a 23-year-old high school student.
He is.
Yeah.
Hey, so Miss Cleo is all over the 90s TV. It was stupid. I have no idea what Miss Cleo is.
In his 20s.
Oh, Yasuhiro. Yeah, I know. He's in his 20s. You saved my life.
That's right.
So many people can say they have had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? Oh, like, it's okay that you're here? Like, what if the Mastermind catches you?
It's true.
See, that's the neat part. That's the neat part. He did.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. And
Thank God you were able to catch it.
I remember that.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
Ads.
Not the ads. Oh no,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for that interruption, but I just got to the point of the story in Fantasy Life where the first like pop-up of main quest story comes up and it has the same jingle as the DS one.
Aww.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, I got to the point where I can save, I think. Yes,
Yay.
I can.
We're going to
Neat.
review Makuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Sorry, you made me choke on my donut. Seriously?
How about that?
Oh, what the hell's the point we're doing it? Makoto killed it, right? I mean, I'll get the bat.
No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto is the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Makoto is the killer. Of course it's not me or any of you. Quick, kill him, Hero.
No, I got a bat. You gonna come at me, Yasuhiro? I got a bat. I got a bat with your name on it. Oh, come on. Come here, come here.
Oh, I got a bat as well. Let's sword fight. let's katana sword fight in the bathroom. In the sauna, sorry.
Eat his flesh. Can we marinate it
Eat the rich.
with Yasuhiro's mushrooms? Anyways, Eiji.
Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You say like the mastermind killed Makoro? The 16th student?
Yeah.
Makoro.
That's right.
Makoro. Oh my gosh, this music.
That's right.
Yes.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted that trap, did you, Makoto?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
I was suicidal, what can I say?
Executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations.
Don't worry, guys, I didn't go anywhere.
The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rule. Which is why I went to negotiate with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind, they agreed? I mean, they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Yes, very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said the mastermind that's ensnared. That is what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, like, I'm totally in the dark here. Can someone remove this hat from my eyes? I think the emotions are growing into my eye line.
Stay in the dark. Fuck you, Yasuhiro.
Help! Help! I can't see. No, leave him. Help! Is this a wall? It sounds like a wall. Are you a wall? Yeah, you're
Yasuhiro.
a wall.
Yasuhiro,
Sits
please
down in the
stop.
chair.
God damn it.
So, Wall, how long have you been here? Right. Anyways, for anyone who didn't understand, you can ask Kyoko for explanation later. We have to leave him. Leave him now.
So knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job's to expose the mastermind?
But there's a bit more to that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time. We still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
That's impossible. Hero's a mystery to us all. Okay, let's solve the 7 school mysteries. What is this about a bathroom ghost?
Behold, the 7 wonders of
Follow the
the
guest
Hope's
already.
Peak.
But if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Well, we will die of old age before we graduate.
Oh no!
Everyone?
I hate you!
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries.
still was a wall here. That's a pretty freaking tall order.
Yes, it is a tall wall. But maybe this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. Let's settle this in the ring, brother. Time to duel.
Brother!
Brother!
Turns out we're not perfect clones of our father after all.
So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all the mysteries. Yes, Kyoko?
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
React content? Why? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
That's what I thought too, at first. So Makoto gave that little hint of his.
I gave you a hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. Sure, I've told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in host peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Sorry, I was yawning. Monokuma said that, did he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
We have to kill Makoto.
But what?
So
why
in
would
other
they kill him
words-
again?
Because he's an affront to life. He's also poor. If the mastermind
Damn.
really is the
In
one
my-
who killed
in my wallet. How dare
Mukuro,
you.
as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could possibly have murdered Mukuro, but then no way he could. But there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words,
But according to Monokuma, only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak Academy are the 16 students who have been taking part in killing games.
Yes, Toko?
But then, the mastermind is...
Makoto!
There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And then add in Mukuro and you get 16.
Huh?
So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
TM. Any one
trademark.
of those 16 people who started off with us is the... And the only one still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue? Or do you get it now?
In other words, je ne sais pas.
What? Yeah, so you're telling me the mastermind is this wall? I mean, one of us?
Wait!
You can't be serious.
I know, right? This wall's crazy.
We can't say
It's fucking to
that's
kill me
true for
twice.
sure yet. Michael might decide to confuse us.
Indeed.
One of us. One of us. Eiji?
Ba 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 ba
It's
ba.
certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us, also a possibility.
That is one possibility we cannot ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler.
Stop with the bogus.
Looks at Hero.
Can't say it's not possible.
I'm going to go into this red for no reason. No. Well, it's supposed to mastermind. They'd have to control Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone act suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Oh, maybe we snuck off and controlled him in secret.
That would have been an absolutely amazing twist if Hero was the mastermind all along.
It would have been.
But
Too bad that cannot be true.
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then Mokuma's was on autopilot. Did they be loaded up with like all the dialogue and actions beforehand? Like, I totally would do that. I could totally do that.
In that case, there's no way you could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if we direct the flow of the conversation. Are you guys forgetting that Alter Ego exists?
I know, right? Well, maybe, but still. Dong,
Ding dong, bing bong. Time to save this.
Yeah.
This is a... You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Time to get into the generous playboys, guys. We got.
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Woo!
How very imaginative of him to unlock all these.
Magnanimous.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a different one. All the doors are unlocked. Hell yeah! Let's go raid Leon Kawada's underwear drawer.
No, we need to stop with Leon.
Never.
The time for talk is done.
He hasn't even had a hit
now we
sickle
need to
yet.
begin our investigations.
But
No buts. Only my butt shall reign this world.
what out of
Anyway,
my butt comes out first?
I was planning on working alone from the beginning, anyways. Leon's jock straps. He was giving up on baseball though. He's focusing on He's focusing on music these days.
Thank you for the head pat, Alder. It was very nice. Sorry, brother was coming by in order to let me know that he was heading out.
In the name of my family.
And at this point, I'm gonna rely on myself on the Togami blood that flows through my veins.
He's using the power of blood jutsu. We must kill him.
I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your own responsibilities.
Goodbye.
Now go up and die.
After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Eiji.
Master. Hey, Master. He didn't take you with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? I mean, the wall's already taken me under its wing, but hell.
Without Master, the rest of you were like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee.
That's air. You need air to live, so you're coming with us.
Toko, if you're trying to make an actual statement, it's like, it is like coffee, but without the sugar.
No. You're totally useless.
Well, fuck you too.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Maybe just an empty cup? With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall, taking an empty cup of coffee with her.
An empty cup of air, good for hyperventilation. And she's gone. Well, if you're gonna go by yourself, right as well, Kyoko.
Indeed.
Or, never mind, I guess you don't.
I know, right?
I always got you though, Wall, right? Right, Wall? Why did you never answer me, Wall?
That's right.
The wall walks away.
Which means that leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
The wall crumbles.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
You two stink.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
You two stink! Yes, you win, see! Me and my totally awesome spirit powers and this ball's gonna figure out this mastermind's identity.
Laughing loudly, Hero left the dining hall. Everyone's really
He was later
gonna-
found
gonna
staring
go off by
intently at a
themselves?
wall, trying to kiss it.
Well, what about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But...
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
'cause, I mean...
But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless! If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Mikado? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been mostly totally useless.
Okay.
So I figured, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Alright, see you later.
I'm gonna go get skewered by 𝓮𝓼.
God damn it, she's gonna... To be honest, if that happens, I have the faith that she'll be able to dodge. It was in surprisingly high spirits that she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Sorry to tell you this, but I'm leaving you for this wall.
Honestly, it's also would be a good time to stop here because I assume that after I talk to her, that's when we can start the investigation.
I forget the name of the character, but who's the character that won a bridge? That's like I'm married to the ocean. The ocean listens to me.
I don't know, but it is clocking out time, and for Whaleduck, it is actually almost clocking in time.
I was about to say if you didn't make that joke, I would.
You know, it was bound to happen one way or another. All right, let's go.
I mean, you say that, but yeah.
True. Let's go find someone who we can raid into.
Also, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about Fantasy Life finally being out. I've been looking forward to this for well, feels like ages now. But yeah, long story short, this game was supposed to come out like I want to say last autumn, but it was delayed, and it was unlaid until an unforeseen point in time, which I was completely fine with because the same thing happened with Animal Crossing, and I'm hoping it's a quality product. So far, I've heard 2 tracks that are from the DS game, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
I will leave it to you two to choose. Do we go and visit a cyber dragon, or do we go and visit a turtle?
There's a nap dragon in there's a nap dragon in the Fantasy Life. I vote for dragon.
You want the dragon? Thank you, Called. Honestly, I was on a coin toss of whether to raid you, but apparently Whaleduck wants to go visit a cyber dragon.
You drag.
All right. Well, it's been voted. I believe that's her name. So we're gonna go raid out, and we're gonna. Thank you for the bit, Aldra. I definitely will use it in order to get me a drink. But we're definitely gonna go raid out and take ourselves to go visit the cyber dragon known as Violet Nova VT. Make sure you all clean yourselves. Make sure that you are prepared because laser beams are abound, and obviously hyper mechanical dragons are always dangerous. Unless you're ready to fuck them. But until the next time, everyone, I wish you all a wonderful evening. Please be safe. And I will see you all next time. Ta-ta!
Random aside, if you want to fuck the dragon at the beginning.